Hi, this is Maurice LaMarche, and that name will mean nothing to you nor the sound of my voice, unless I become the brain from TV's Pinky and the Brain, or Calculon, the star of all my circuits from Futurama. Oh, he is a bottle, so from Futurama.
Puny human, this is Morbo the newscaster. On tonight's news, you're listening to Still Toking with on the Dorkening Podcast Network. I will destroy you.
Now I'm proving that this battle I am never losing. I'm choosing to ignore the cuts and bumps and bruises.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. You are watching Still Toking with. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. And we have an incredible episode for you today, as always, with an amazing guest, amazing co-host. And without further ado, Benjamin, how's it going?
Dude, it's going awesome. Awesome. I am so psyched for tonight's show for multiple reasons. The first one being when we launched what we were doing 4.5 years ago, we met this young lady at one of Northeast Comic-Con collectible extravaganzas. And ever since then, I've been jumping up and down, screaming and kicking, trying to get her on the show. And finally, it happened, thanks to one of our amazing co-hosts tonight. And I'm going to leave it right there because Jaja is going to do the introduction.
Okay. Well, we'll leave Jar Jar last then. You're speaking about an amazing co-host we have from Georgia Poppin' HorrorCon. Billy, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Man of many words.
Yes, I'm direct.
So, Billy is actually one of the promoters for Tidewater Conventions. Is that what the name is now?
Yep, Tidewater Conventions is our landing page.
Right. So he's got 3 amazing shows down the East Coast this year, which you can catch live streaming on the Dorkening Network with us. Just remember that. But Billy's here tonight. So if any of our viewers, we got a ton of viewers already, want to ask questions about Georgia, or if he feels up to Maryland or even Virginia to chat a little, just feel free to throw them in there. But remember, we are here for the amazing guest that I had to pull teeth to get.
Well, we'll get right to it. Jar Jar.
Hi, we're talking about Ben's dentist. No. We're talking about
could be
actress, producer, director, singer-songwriter, Gigi Edgley.
Oh my God! Hey guys, what's going on?
Welcome.
See, that's exactly how it's going to be when we become so big that we have a live studio audience.
It's all in the imagination, right?
Yeah, theater of the mind.
That's what we need.
So Billy's in Georgia. Where are you boys?
I'm in Massachusetts, the very far western side of it.
Nice.
I'm in almost the very southern side of Massachusetts, down by the Cape. Down by the Cape.
And I'm in southeastern Connecticut by the coast.
Yeah, nobody cares about Connecticut.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's pretty trippy, like how we can all zone in together and hang out.
Fantastic,
right?
Thousands of audience, amazing, adoring members, right?
Right. Because you're, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're in California right now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, it's been so.
I could tell by her accent.
Yeah, do you think is it the Los Angeles accent that you can hear? So I've been bouncing around, like I call Earth my home. Because every weekend I seem to wake up in a different country or a different state, or so it's a bit of a global adventure really. But I can't wait to come and share and celebrate with Billy and all you guys. And I literally called Billy up, I don't know if I'm allowed to tell them this, Billy, but I was like, Billy, I want to come and hang out with you. Please, can I come to your conventions? They sound amazing, and please let me be part of it. And after a lot of begging and pleading and all sorts of things, he let me in. I'm in.
See, so now Gigi knows what I had to go through to get her on.
Yeah, it goes in a circle. It's all like a karmic circle, right?
Right.
Everything you put out comes back.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
Agreed. So yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so happy, and we've got really 3 big mamas in a row, kind of, don't we, over the next couple of months?
We do. They're all 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
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 We're gonna all get close.
Oh yeah. So are you guys gonna dress up as anything? You gonna put your cosplay on?
I'm gonna dress as myself.
Me. Yeah. That's why I wrote myself into the comic book. I'm always in perfect cosplay.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I'm just too scared to do it. One day I will be dressed as He-Man, though. You know, I'll get the cojones and be like, yeah.
See that? Yeah.
You know, I have the frame for it. Very wiry.
Very wiry.
That's more like Rubber Man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And how many years ago did we meet? It's got to be like, what, over 10?
Who?
You. When did we meet?
5.5, almost 6.
And then there was
There was
that pandemic thrown in, so that threw a curveball.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that thing.
Knowing that
it's about 6
feel
years
like
now.
a long time.
6 years. So this is how cool the Comic-Con world is that it can unite us all together. You know, it's very special, and we've been doing them. Farscape's coming up on its 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Next year. Yeah.
Well,
so it's
that leads me right into my first question. You're widely known as Shiana. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but from
not that widely, apparently.
how did you prepare for the character? Like, you're hanging in like a Henson workshop. Like, did you know this was going to be so epic?
Oh, 150%. Anything that is Jim Henson related is magical. And, you know, we've all grown up our whole lives inspired and, you know, learning from the Muppets, Fraggle Rock, the Labyrinth, Dark Crystal. And as a kid, I was obsessed with the Dark Crystal. Obsessed.
Me too.
And this is how serendipitous life is and how amazing it is if you just like focus and live in love and light and put the good vibes out, and magical things happen, you know. And I want to go back to my younger self and go, one day you're going to be working with this company, because my mind would have literally blown up, you know. So when I did the audition, I saw the Henson logo on the script, and I just lost it. My mum's a big hippie, and she brought me up in between mum and dad. Mum had a hippie commune, and it was about 250 acres. And she would literally wake us up in the middle of the night to go hunting for, you know, looking for the alien portal with her water sticks. I'm not joking. This is for real. And I would be in maths class the next day falling asleep, and the principal would be like, Gigi, wake up. What did you do last night? I went, I was looking for aliens, the alien portal, and I couldn't. And my mum, they're like, go, off you go right now to the headmaster. I'm like, oh. So my life has been quite quirky, and so when I got the audition for the role, I saw, you know, the logo, and I called up Mum. I was like, Mum, you're not going to believe this. I've got an audition for the Henson Company. And she's like, oh my gosh, what's it for? And I went, it's for an alien. And she goes, oh, you're going to effing get it, because you've grown up with aliens your whole life. I'm like, yeah, I have. And here we are. So something magical happened, and it was only meant to be a one episode, and I ended up hanging out on the spaceship for over 5 years on beautiful Moya. So honored, love it, just love the characters, love playing a person that's never been, you know, we've never met before, because you always play doctors and robbers and lawyers and, you know, nurses and whatever else, but you could an alien, you can do bloody anything.
How did that audition go? Like, what did they have you read?
Terrible. Auditions are the most brutal, terrifying, traumatic experiences, and I think I've only done like 1 million of them. They're just, it's because it's like literally your destiny, you know. You're like, okay, is it going to go this way or is it going to go that way? And you're literally like hanging on a precipice the entire time, and it's a pretty amazing process. So I remember going in, and I had a nose ring and an eyebrow ring, and I'm pretty sure my hair was some crazy color and all spiked up and stuff. And I was so nervous. And when I'm nervous, I talk to people to try and stay grounded, to not get in my head. And so I was like, hi, my name's Gigi. What star sign are you? I'm a Scorpio. Oh, that's what's your numerology? They're like, shut up. We're trying to prepare for the scene. And then I got in there and I said, look, how do you want me to show you that she's an alien? Because we'd never seen Farscape. It wasn't on Australian television at that time. And all I knew was that it was a Henson thing. And he's like, I just want to see if you can act. And I went, yeah, but that's all part of it, you know? So I just did little baby quirky things to try and make her a little bit odd, but you couldn't go full alien. You know, it's like Tropic Thunder or whatever. You can't go full alien because what the hell is she having a fit? So,
never go full alien.
Right, never go full alien, man. So I just did little quirky things, and then there was like costume fittings, and I went to the creature shop, and then they took me into the optometrist for the contact lenses, and they'd never said that I had the role though. So all these meetings, there was like so many, like weeks of meetings and more auditions and chemistry reads and everything. And this is literally just for a character for the one episode. This is how much time and effort they put in. It's amazing. And then we're on set and doing a makeup test, and this makeup test you actually can see on YouTube. It's still up there. And they said, are you ready for tomorrow? And I went, oh, so what's happening tomorrow? And they went, well, you're filming. And I'm like, okay, cool. What are we filming? And they went, the episode, Durga Returns. I was like, holy, did I get the job? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, I lost my brain. So yeah, that's how it all kind of came about. And it literally has, you know, it's been such a blessing. As I said, I've traveled around the world, met all these beautiful people, the Comic-Con family and my family, my heart and my soul. My daughter's name is Skywalker. Like,
yes.
My name is Fizkid. You need to know that this isn't something that I just pop in and out. This is my be-all to end-all. This is my family. You guys know that.
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, that role actually became one of the most popular roles on that series. I mean, that in itself is insane. So I think you nailed it.
I think she was just a bit messed up and a bit real. And I think people connect with that, you know, because we've all got a little bit of restlessness in our soul. And I think when you're honest about it, then it's something beautiful to, you go, oh, I'm not alone. Oh, there is another weirdo out there like me. You know, like,
right?
Yeah, and I'm very method, and I really like when I get a role, or if I'm moderating a panel, or if I'm doing anything, like just go head first in research and, you know, months and months of whatever I can do to make it as real or as connected as possible. And I just they didn't say do weird movements. They didn't say anything in particular, but when I saw her looking back at me in the mirror, I said, oh, can I just have a little moment so I can kind of figure out, so I can find her? And I didn't even look. She came and found me. I didn't have anything to do with it. It was just like channeling this creature from another planet for sure. I don't know how else to put it. Everyone's going psycho. You got to be a bit psycho to be in this business.
A little bit. And speaking of this business, you know, one of the reasons we're here tonight is to promote the fact that you're going to be at a ton of conventions coming up. You know, and I know 3 at least that I know of, which is the Georgia Pop and Horror Con, the Maryland Pop and Horror Con, and Tidewater Horror Convention. You know, definitely look those places up. If you got any questions, reach out to Billy. He definitely will answer them. This guy is on top of his game.
And also,
sometimes.
Are they in the show notes up above and down below?
I don't know. Leo, where is everything?
It is up above and down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
It's there, but we don't know.
Well, beyond Farscape, you're also a singer and songwriter and director of these amazing videos and stuff. How's that going? Are you still producing those?
So it's all been, it's interesting because like how it's all come about is just been a natural progression. I'm not good at sitting still. I have to be creating.
I was wondering from watching one of the videos I watched of you, are diagnosed ADHD?
Huh?
Are you diagnosed ADHD?
Well, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Sounds fascinating.
Deficit.
It sounds
It's something I'm diagnosed with. I have a huge problem sitting still and stuff. They want to drug me with like Adderall and all this other stuff, but I don't take it.
I think it's an incredibly free spirit that needs to be creating magic. So I don't know whatever definition that fits into, but I feel very.
I prefer that over what they call it.
I can't. I do lots of hot yoga. What brings me my zen first and foremost is my little baby girl. Hands down, she's top of the list beyond anything else. And then after that, so I can stay, the best of the best of the best for her, then I want to be creating stuff, and I want to be putting goodness back into this. I only have a certain skill set, and I literally, like, when after I did a string of shows, I've been acting ever since I was 12. I've never done anything else. That's all I know how to do: acting, singing, dance, host, moderating, producing, writing music. Like, this is it's my be all to end all. So I even went for a waitressing job and they wouldn't take me. I'm like, I can act like a waitress. And they just went, okay, yeah, we'll call you. Bye.
Yeah.
So I have tried to enter the normal world, but they threw me back. So I just, the music videos, again, I think like when I was a little girl, the doctors thought, they told my mum that she may be autistic because I just didn't connect with people. I was playing in my make-believe land, and I was, there's unicorns and mermaids and fairies and characters and creatures and everything, and my safe space was being in character somewhere, telling a cool story, because it made me feel kind of brave and connected to something. And so that kind of led into this where we are right now. So again, music, I was terrified to sing, but it's almost something that I can't not do because it just falls out of me. So, but again, I don't want to be, I want it to be all my family. My dad's an entrepreneur, my mum was head of marketing, and they brought in Baryshnikov and Nureyev from the Bolshoi Ballet, and Marcel Marceau, and old school showbiz before Facebook and Twitter and anything like that. They literally traveled around the world and found circus acts and created the Moscow Circus and toured that around the world. I feel like I've got that in my blood. So I'm not very good at doing nothing. So when I do like a music video or something like that, what happened in the lockdown, I was like, after the craziness of, oh my God, we're all going to die, I was like, well, what can I do with whatever the heck I've got in here to give back, to make, for Sky, for me, for whoever's around that wants to listen. And so that's where the music videos came, the last couple. And one's called Kisses, and it's all about this girl that falls into a black abyss and is terrified and traumatized. And as she goes through the song, her body is covered in UV light, and it's all about finding love and light in darkness. And so I trained up for months, holding my breath in the pool in the backyard. I'd put Sky in her floaties and I'd watch her from below, and she'd cruising around and stuff, and I practiced all the moves and everything, and then we shot it over 2 days. It was the most ridiculous idea. It was very intense because we'd have to keep on getting out of the pool, dry down, spray, get back in the pool, shoot a sequence, get out of the pool, dry down, spray. This went on and on and on. Epic. Loved it. Amazing. But this is the kind of ridiculous, crazy stuff I do because I don't want to just stand in front of a microphone and be like, la, 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 la. I want you to see that it's coming from here, and the sweat and the blood and the tears that comes into sharing this story with you. And then the second one we did was called Dragon in My Soul, which is all about embracing your inner warrior. And, we all go through challenging times, and to use that darkness or that negativity and make you grow stronger and put it into something beautiful and to reconnect with the world around you. So I ran this Twitch show, and they were like, well, what are you going to do now? You've already done water, and I do fire spinning and stuff. And I was like, what's next? And they're like, well, Pink does this thing where she hangs from silks. I was like, yeah, we'll do that.
Very cool.
Which was ridiculous. Again, But we did it. So I trained up for 3 months in the lockdown and found this warehouse that was way too tall. Like if I would have fallen, that would have been it for sure. I'm like, yeah, this is a great idea. So, and we did it. And we did a little, it was meant to be, the first one was all self-funded, but the second one with the insurance and the training and the warehouse and everything, I said to the Twitch guys, I was like, oh, guys, I don't think it's going to happen. They're like, let's do it, Indiegogo. And I was like, oh, no, you guys have already helped enough. They're like, we want to make this. Let's do it. So we raised like over 44,000. No, sorry, it was 40,000, just over 40,000, and created Dragon in My Soul. And we said, this is while we're all still in lockdown. I said, listen, if when we reach our goal, we'll all meet at DragonCon, and I promise to get up on stage and perform the song live for you, and blah, 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 blah. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, right, sure. And we did. We premiered the music video. That's why all this stuff, like I don't want to be sitting at a booth, on my deathbed signing Chiana. Like I'm happy to do that, but I will also want to give you new, cool things that are, come from myself,
Fresh content.
Yeah, Farscape's amazing because it's brought us all together, but I want to keep giving you new energy as well.
Are you going to be singing at the cons?
It really depends how much coercing there's going to be.
Karaoke and alcohol.
I think the stage Billy's got a pretty amazing lineup, don't you, Billy?
For all the shows, yeah, I think we're pretty good. Cherie Curry will be there as well at all 3 shows from the Runaways. So I think she's performing for Georgia. So we might try to see if you want to go up with that.
Oh, do I bring my silks and my fire spinning poi and
fire spinning, and then Nico Hughes likes fire spinning, I think, as well. So
wait, they are?
Yeah, I think Nico Hughes does like something with the lights or fire, and I think he's at all 3 shows as well.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah, next thing I know, the Trade Center's burned down. It is all wood, and they used to build. It is very historic. They used to build submarines in it.
Oh, really?
From Civil War. Yeah, everything is thick wood in there.
Right.
And old, very old.
Yes, they asked. We had the Henson 20th anniversary. It was like a costume celebration in the Jim Henson lot. And they said, oh, Gigi, you want to jump up and do some songs? I was like, absolutely. And I said, hey, how about I do some fire spinning as well? And they're like, go for it. And as I was warming up and they were lighting the poi, I was like, don't frill this up, Gigi.
These are not to come off. They got to stay on the wand. Yeah.
Do not burn down the Jim Henson creature shop.
I know Cherie Curie is always up for duets with people. I mean, she just did it 2 weeks ago.
Yes, she is.
When we were at what the hell? What show did we just do? Oh, the music
Northeast. Yeah, music.
Northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a really down to earth,
great duet between the two of them.
Get along with. Miko will be there. Cherie will be there. Yeah. Gigi, of course, will be there. Bill Diamond will be there. You guys are hosting the panels. Who else? Michael Hargrove will be there. AJ Stone. What? I'm sorry.
Jeremy Palco.
Jeremy Palco will be there.
We
got about. Did I say Spencer?
Oh, Spencer Wilding.
Wilding. So it's a well-rounded. Oh, Frylock will be there. A lot of people are excited about Frylock as well.
Means.
Yep. And
Carrie Means.
Vic will be there.
Yeah.
Vic will be there. So it's a well-rounded show, especially for a first year. That's a lot of talent in that room. And like all of our shows, they're very good.
Oh, thank you, Leo.
Gabrielle. It's her first con ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Evil Dead Rise was amazing.
Cherry.
Yep.
Cherry.
Yeah, there's a great lineup for this.
Yeah, all three shows are going to have an amazing lineup. I mean,
Stone.
tickets are $20 online or $50 for a 3-day event. You know, most cons are $50 a day now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Tony Moran. Tony's fun. Yeah.
Oh, Tony. Yep, Tony just shot a video the other day.
Oh, keep going.
Oh, there's that Gigi person.
Gigi Edgley's going to be here. I have to go to this.
Richard Walters. Yep.
Yeah.
Forgot about Richard. I mean, that's a big lineup. I think we're carrying more people than we normally do.
Going.
Yep, Matthew.
Yeah. Jonathan Davis.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good lineup.
It's a very well-rounded lineup.
Oh, is Bill going to bring Pilot?
He is.
Yes.
He's bringing it for you, Pacific.
Good. I
Yep.
should hope so. So, Bill Diamond has built. He's like my godfather, my con godfather, and he built this beautiful Pilot, and we can take photos in front of him and everything, and he's just amazing. He's huge. I don't even know how he transports him.
I think it's 2 trailers.
Yeah.
And like a team of guys there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have, speaking of it, Bill, you'll have the Basil Gogo artwork there at this show. Actually, all 3 shows. So you'll see some original artwork there. You'll also have all Bill Diamond's puppets and everything he brings to a show. He's bringing a lot this time. Yeah, so if you're at Tidewater last year and wondering why you're coming back, because there's always something new with him. You can make 4 or 5 trips with Bill and still see something new every time. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
you're not lying.
I'm preaching to the choir here. I'm speaking to
Well, Leo and Jeremy have never actually been to the studio, but literally,
I've not been to his actual studio now.
You know, but every time we go down, Jeff and I go down, I say that I go, dude, I've been here 200 friggin' times. We've filmed here on numerous occasions. I never saw that. When did that get here? Dude, that's been here since I moved in. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to our amazing guest, which, because, you know, Uncle Bill, Godfather. Go ahead.
I was going to talk about, because so you guys have a comic?
Yes.
All right. So we've been toying with a couple of ideas for many years now, but it's finally, there's 2 little things that are bubbling. And, so there's one called The Edge of Existence, and it's all about, you know, almost like a journey through my imaginings. And I got contacted over my website, and this Aussie actually, and I just missed the Australian voice, so I was like, yeah, let's do the deal. And we created Edge of Existence, so that's literally been drawn as we speak. And then there's another little idea called The Last Wishing Star, and it's been very close to my heart for a long time. And so I was looking to sign at San Diego, and you know, usually I sign up at the sales and then I pop down to the booths. And I was speaking to it was actually Mike, beautiful Mike from Tidewater. So he's like, hey, I might have some people that you can chat to. So I spoke to Bill Mouse and said, you know, what are you guys thinking? And he said, yeah, we've got someone that can help you out, but it would make more sense if we did a splash page for you and we could talk about doing a project together. So he introduced me to Steve Stern and Ken Levin, so who's the producer of The Boys and The Preacher and Wanted. And it's like snowballed into this epic co-creation of The Last Wishing Star, because they're like, do you have an idea? And we need it now. And I was like, oh, I have an idea. And I pitched it to them and they were like, done. I went, huh? That was the best, easiest, this is fantastic. So we're going to create a comic book that we want to obviously turn into a feature film, and then a whole string of things. But that's called The Last Wishing Star as well. But something that I was super proud of when I was speaking to Billy, I finally, after so many years, did my first horror. So I'm hoping that they'll cut together a little snippets that we can play. It's called The Girl. and I shot it.
You did that with
year.
you did that with Nancy.
Nancy.
Yeah,
Nancy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nancy.
And Lenora.
Lenora. Yeah.
Lenora, yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that we get something. I've been harassing the producer and the director, saying, please, Billy's finally let me be in his horror convention. I need some more horror. So hopefully they'll have a little snippet to show, which would be really awesome as well.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Speaking of showing stuff, I think, Leo, were you able to pull up one of Gigi's music videos?
I loaded both, so we have Kisses and Dragon in My Soul. If I was to play a little bit of one of them, which Kisses? Okay, here we go.
Don't show the bit with the naughty parts. Oh, this is over 18. It's fine. Billy's like, please, come on now.
Oh no, it's 18 and up. We can do
All right,
whatever.
show bits with the naughty parts.
Oh, actually, this show is rated 18 plus, so
Yeah.
Look at the voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, it's fine.
So that's only part of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to go check out her YouTube channel. That's where it is. It's in the show notes. You want to watch the whole thing?
Up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to it.
UV light, that UV light effect is just so fucking awesome.
Especially
so
on
trippy. I was like, wow.
It's all from our Comic Con family, like all the people, like we're all connected. You guys know, right? Whether it's through the podcast or through the makeup or through the cosplay or through being a celebrity or a promoter or a driver, like we're all and it's very rare because now we're all stuck to our iPhones and stuck to social media and stuck to whatever, that we actually have proper hangout time. So this has come, that's the love of everyone working together. Like the lady who did the makeup is so astounding. She's Lana Chromium. You can find her on Twitter, and she was like I believe she was the winner of Skin Wars. Is that
Oh, nice.
that face, a face-off kind of show? And she's and randomly again, this is how trippy life is. So again, it was in lockdown, and I was like, oh, I literally didn't even say I want Kisses to be underwater. I thought it, and then the next day I woke up and I'm scrolling through Facebook. And what do you know? Stanley, director of photography, pops up in my feed, underwater photography. And I was like, what? Like, I hadn't mentioned it to anyone. I'm like, great, now the algorithm's connected to my senses. So I called him up, and he's an Aussie, that we've worked, and his wife is the amazing lady that did the wigs and everything, Jamie, and she's worked on all the productions in Australia. So we're all, you know what I mean? It's all right. Connected, and just sending out lots of good productions, lots of magic, lots of love and light. And we literally did it with the tiniest crew, because we weren't allowed to, work at that time. So I'm like, well, if we're underwater, we're safe, aren't we? That's clean. You can't get much cleaner than a big bath. So, it was beautiful. And again, like just bringing back good vibes to people, Yeah.
Right.
I want to give Billy a big squeeze, because he was a light in a very challenging time. And thank you for looking after me, Billy. You rock.
Oh, no worries.
He's like,
thank you for being a guest.
Calm down, Gigi. Calm down. I won't, Billy. I'm coming there. I'm going to give you a big squeeze.
No problem.
Did I go red?
Am I red?
A little bit. His cheeks got a little red.
No. I think it's the lighting, because I backed up. It's this great hotel lighting.
I thought it was Leo's hair reflecting.
I was trying to purposely block the bed a little bit so people wouldn't tell I was in a hotel room, but
hey, that's the beauty.
It is what it is.
We're in bed together, Billy.
I don't think that's your hotel room.
That's not a real wall.
Yeah, if you see Gigi put her arm like this and it comes out into Billy's, we know.
Yeah.
Separate rooms. They're connected though. They're connected, but they're separate.
Right. The beauty of what we do is it doesn't matter where you are. Like, I know you're on the road promoting Georgia, down in Georgia. You're originally from Virginia, right?
Yes.
So, well, I was asking.
Virginia Beach, Norfolk. Yeah.
There you go. See, that was a lead, Billy. You got to follow.
I'm following the lead.
So you're down there, and Gigi's out in California, but originally you're from Australia.
Yeah.
So, and we've heard you mention it a few times tonight. So, how much do you miss Australia?
So much. I miss my family. I've got 7 brothers and sisters. I miss them like crazy. So my little brother, one of the little brothers, there's so many I lose count. So Jake, he taught himself how to play guitar, and we used to busk together, street perform together. I think it's very important to let people know, like, I've been so blessed in my journey, worked with the biggest networks and Sci-Fi Channel and FX and the Jim Henson Company and all the top channels of Australia, but also have street performed and, literally worked and not far off, lived, making life, and finance from the love and heart energy of passers-by. So, and it's good because it reminds you to be humble, and it reminds you to be down to earth. And it's very easy in this business to get swept away with stardust, because you get so spoiled sometimes. So I spoke to Jake and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do something as an experiment. I'd like, do you want to go on tour? And he's like, yeah, good luck. So I think I was boarding the plane from LA to New York, and it was before Wi-Fi. You get Wi-Fi on the planes, and I just put out on social media, hey guys, I miss my brother. I want to perform for him. It's all about spreading love and light. Do you have a Comic-Con, a bar, a restaurant, a backyard, a lounge room that you want to see us play in? If you can get together around 50 people, that'll cover costs, and we're going to come to you. Just as an experiment, I was like, oh, that's that. And by the time I landed, it was the biggest response I ever got. And I was like, holy crap. So I called up Jake and I was like, oi, we're going on tour. He's like, what did you do, you idiot? Like, and we did. So for all around, like, that's how committed. And like Jake would be like, hey, geez, where are we staying tomorrow? I'm like, oh, I'm going to book something. You know what I mean? Like, we were flying by the seat of our pants, literally, and selling, merchandise as we went to get to the next town. And we traveled all throughout the States, all around Australia as well. We went to Comic Cons and literally picked two people's backyards, and they would gather their mates around. And, you know, we played a couple of different ones in Denver, and they flew in a Hawaiian lei, and it was like a tiki luau. And again, always bringing it back to the crew, to your loved ones, to your friends, to your family, to your fans. You know, always giving back, because you've got to remember, we all wouldn't be sitting here unless it was for the people that supported us and watched the shows the whole way through. Right. It's so big. 100%. Yeah, very special. Poor Jake. And then after it, because he has regular work, like, you know, weddings that pay ridiculous amounts of money and proposals and corporate events. He's like, why would I do this? I'm like, for the love, Jake, for the love, because this is why you're broke. So at the end of it all, I was like, oh, it was amazing, but it was exhausting. You know, it was like 2 years of touring. And I was actually pregnant with Sky not the entire time, but a large amount of that. And then after we had her, then she came on tour with us. So this little girl's literally been made of music and love and friendship along the way. And I thought Jake would be like, okay, see you later. And he's like, all right, well, I guess we should be discussing Wonderland Tour number 3. And I was like, what? You're in? And then the world shut down. So we could definitely toy around with an idea of coming to visit you guys and do another. Now I've snuck into Billy's 3. I'm going to go for more. Billy.
You have to wait till I open up more. We're working on that.
Things calmed down finally. So it's like, yay, let's all hang out and share some magic together. Special.
Yeah. And actually, other than Billy's shows, I have a couple shows that I'll talk to you about at some point that might be interested.
Lovely.
Yeah, up in Vermont.
I mean, if you insist.
Oh, I insist, and I'm sure they will insist as well.
Oh, well, thank you guys. This has been lots of fun. Thank you for hanging out, and I can't wait to see everybody in person properly and to bring all these cool things. Like I can bring my music videos and stuff and have lots of fun. Are you doing panels and stuff too, Billy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're hosting.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Still Toking to be hosting all the panels and broadcast them live through the Dorkening Network.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
So the 3 of us plus my business partner, Jeff, you'll see on the road.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I know we said we can only have 45 minutes with her. She does have to get back to her daughter.
So it all worked out really interestingly. So I'm a single mom, and I look after my little baby girl. And she, as we discussed before, first name Sky, middle name Walker. So when I was just had a Sky, the nurses are like, "Oh, what a beautiful baby! What's her name?" I'm like, "Sky Walker." And they're like, okay, maybe you show some water and let the epidural wear off. I'm like, no, it's Skywalker. So little awesome. Sky, I just picked her up from preschool and she was napping in the bed, and then the neighbor was like, hey, let's have a play date. I'm like, this couldn't be better time, because I don't know how much we would have got through. It would have been a very different chat. There probably would have been a food fight, a pillow fight, who knows? So I better go and check on her, but I cannot wait to hang out with all you guys, and thank you for bringing so much love and light into my life.
Well, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And on that note, I'm going to let Leo close out the show.
Yeah.
And as soon as he says it's ended, you can scurry off.
There we go. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. For me, just Google me. You'll find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which, but I run the Dorkening Podcast Network. There's a ton of awesome people doing a ton of awesome stuff. You can find me doing like 5 shows a week, Still Toking with every Wednesday. Also, we're going to be doing Midweek Geeks a little later on tonight, Splash Pages on Tuesdays, and the Dork Night, and also Comics Paradox as well. A lot of awesome stuff. So Gigi, one last question for you. Since you love going to cons, is there something that you collect, like you look for? Is there like, any retro stuff, or are you looking to, find something special at a convention? What do you look for?
It's always good vibes.
Good vibes?
The connection, awesome. The good vibes, the love, the good energy. Because like we've all experienced like 2 or 3 of the weirdest years of our lives. I'm choosing to, instead of, letting it, sort of take me into the dark zone to rise us all up and to reconnect us, and to be super grateful for all the special moments that we can share together. It's been such a crazy little journey. So just always looking after each other, always moving forward with love and light, no matter what.
Awesome. I know we have all your information in the show notes, but where do you like interacting with your fans the most?
So I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, conventions, appearances all over the world, throughout the universe, forevermore. So come and find me, and I love to chat and love to hang out and share a story and some good vibes.
Awesome. And make sure you go see her at Georgia Pop and Horror Con, August 4th through the 6th. Billy.
What's up, guys? I guess if you would like to know more information about our conventions, where they're at, what they're doing, who's going to be there, I would go to tidewaterconventions.com, and that's a landing page. And then you can click on the logo, and it will take you immediately to any of those websites. So if it's Georgia, Maryland, or our Tidewater show, click in there, and that'll take you. You can find ticket information, vendor information. Weekend passes are only available online for any of our shows. So if you're interested in coming for multiple days, I think it's $50 for all 3 shows for all 3 days. So that's a very good deal nowadays. And you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and I think that covers about all our socials.
Awesome. And $50, you can't, that's insane.
Yeah, most tickets nowadays average between $35 to $75 a day now.
Oh yeah, at least, some around here are like $150 for the whole weekend. So crazy. Jar Jar.
Hey, like Leo said, Google me. You probably won't find anything. Follow me on Facebook. I'm Jeremy Courtney, and that's about it.
We got to change that, Jar Jar.
I know.
Benjamin.
Oh, Still Toking with is the show, stilltoking.com. Facebook, we're on everything. We're like Gigi. We're all over the place, literally. So, yeah, I mean, I want to say thank you again to Gigi for hanging out with us. We're going to let her go so she can spend time with her beautiful baby. And to all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do so people like us can do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. We're out of here.
Bye.
Bye, guys.